good strike.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run for their quarter sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up for offense.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Macklin, the man in motion. They'll look to throw again. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the downfield. These guys made that play possible.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your block. The read defensive guys, they weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. And certainly a key cog in this offensive wheel is Jeremy Macklin.
You've just got to find ways to get him the ball, whether you put him in the slot or put him out on the perimeter.
Here we go now. Line it.
To throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's a reliable more than that that, though. I'm not going to say he's the best tight end, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Looked like they had something going last drive, then the interception happened. Will they recover?
Keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up. And screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL describe base game. Get your best the football in there. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they hit him as he throws. Is this incomplete? Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the second looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went. No big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like. Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big.
Second and 10 here. Kelsey out in the slot right. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. Second and 10. Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And Ben's got it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And when he started rolling left there as a right-handed quarterback, I thought, boy, this 3rd down play is going nowhere. But credit to him, able to pick up the 1st.
And also watching the game, get out, move to your left, and then rifle one. You may leave a hole in the wall, as you have to explain later, but you'll see how difficult that throw actually was. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Smith turns and gives to West. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Out
of the gun, they'll look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the time drop.
And Sanchez able to put this one up and through it. And to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And it's complete. They're going to get all the way out across the 45. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down, the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Here, 4th. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Wilson, that's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Wilson will throw again. That's caught at the 2. Only 2 yards on the completion. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points. Well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. Post.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Looking to throw. He's got it to West on the dump off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll try to pound it in with West. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, it's been a drive before they finally turned around and handed the last play.
For the big in the end, didn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It's a and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alex Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So it was second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. A little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Lockett the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive.
Not the major concern the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect.
Wilson hit. It's loose. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. The free and brings up 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And so Mac here ready for the blitz. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Setting up the screen for West. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough secondary defensively.
It is. You got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. Kind of know where a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escape. They got him for a sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And play got really calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous about half sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
He's running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44. They get 11 back on that. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just...
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line.
Now check, Patriot. Green 39. Watson now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. This is West. And they'll get him down here at about the 5. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. Means there's one remaining here as we head to time. And here comes.
Watch left. Stop right there. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Underneath to Davis. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. All right, now, look at safety green. All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Alex Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Late in the half scores, especially if your team a pretty cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded at the goal line. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now Wilson down, and he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety.
Yeah, this is good. I'm not going to even sugarcoat this one. I did not care at all for that play call.
Well, there's just so little time. You don't have much time to do anything. Why not, Charles, just run the football, take it into the locker room? And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley. Halftime report. For the zoom action here in quarter number. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them. We think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice we've had guys, but be prepared for some change. Get off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The drive begins with a handoff to West. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yes. Bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back to throw now on first down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the midfield stripe. Defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Play clock winding down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And 4th down coming up.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think completion and the ball's almost there and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawks first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They begin here with a run by West. And some room to maneuver. Give him 6 on the pickup, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start.
They'll send Macklin in motion left. And the play clock's running down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
For a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Lockett the return. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Battle now ready. ready to march onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there. And they were able to successfully complete that one.
Watch right, watch right. Let's go.
On second down, Wilson. Block it. It to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move. They're going to hurry the line now. Throwing is Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target. Game.
It's receiver set, 3 to the left. Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Wilson to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And there's the gap just a bit. We're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way to 26. A big play there for KC. 49 yards.
Offensive coordinator recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he gets it into the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now West. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. Keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Trying to get it there. Bryant. And it'll bring up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. That's a tough one not to hang on to on third and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up fourth down.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And out now come the Seahawks. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball on offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably an off. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Wilson, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now they're into hurry-up. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man, and he hits it. A good pickup there, a 22. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up, it turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Drops it underneath for Rawls. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
Defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No, check. Patriots.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He hits 50, the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used to get people back. Your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, got second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Let's see what it has in store. Up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety Parker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They come out here in the eye. Together here from the D-line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimize those, maximizing opportunities.
They start on the ground with West. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen for West. Give him 5 on the play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valve.
Acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
319.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. Travis Kelsey, 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a KC touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
The ampersand?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick-6. Flush to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on.
Collision there, jarred the ball, brings up 2nd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing is Wilson, and almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
14. Come on now, let's go. Tempo. Check. 14.
Here we go. It's Wilson up, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 11th touchdown of the year. Seahawks are able to get his
word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. 20 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. Clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, dude.
Better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. Points for everyone if they win big.
Throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
completed it. No yardage. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. The tree 19. Leopard. Here we go now. 319. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And quickly, they get to the line.
Gun. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up.
On the ground, it's West again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all there.
Now go now. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Check hot route. Hot. Here we go now. Let's go. Back 99 Philly. He's checking Craig. Gun. Check 4. Gun.
Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw. Being chased. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken it, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And it's complete. That one goes. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And on that, and now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Wilson. And he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play. Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away, maybe having a little bit more space.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Wilson will throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Wilson going to throw for it. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And did he? Out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's second down.
Blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball, check it down. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And they're indeed on 4. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
And just think about how good it feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes today, just think about your routines. Same, everything's familiar, you feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Kelsey, and this is caught inside the 5. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! All right, here we go. 3-19!
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much rocked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't they take a that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything for us today, coaching, playing.
Under pressure, they got him again. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. One last shot for Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
For Kansas City, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home. So that's a wrap for Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when